One of the most confusing emotional patterns is this. You know someone doesn't care. You feel it. You see the signs. And yet, you keep chasing. Not because you are weak. Not because you lack intelligence. But because the human brain is wired to react to emotional imbalance. Psychology shows that people don't chase love. They chase uncertainty. This video explains why you are drawn to people who give you nothing, why indifference feels more powerful than affection, and how emotional distance quietly hijacks your attention. When someone shows clear interest, the brain relaxes. There is no tension, no mystery, no emotional urgency. But when someone pulls away, something changes. The brain perceives distance as a threat. Not a logical threat, but an emotional one. Attention withdrawal activates the same neural pathways as loss. And the brain tries to restore balance. That attempt to restore balance feels like desire. But psychologically, it is not attraction. It is anxiety. You are not chasing the person. You are chasing emotional relief. Indifference creates power because it disrupts expectation. When someone gives mixed signals, delayed replies, or emotional distance, the brain fills in the gaps. You start thinking. You replay interactions. You look for meaning. The person occupies your mind not because they are special, but because the situation is unresolved. Uncertainty creates obsession. Psychology is clear on this. The brain hates unfinished emotional loops. And people who don't care leave loops open. Another reason you chase people who don't care is intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes they respond. Sometimes they disappear. Sometimes they show warmth. Then they withdraw again. This pattern is extremely powerful. It trains the brain to stay alert, to wait, to hope. Intermittent reinforcement creates stronger attachment than consistency. Not because it feels good, but because it keeps the brain guessing. The emotional highs feel intense. The lows feel painful. And the cycle keeps you engaged. This is not love. It is conditioning. Self-worth also plays a hidden role. When someone who doesn't care becomes emotionally important, the brain turns the situation into a test. If I can make them care, it means something about me. Attention becomes validation. You stop asking whether the person is right for you. You start asking whether you are good enough. The focus shifts from connection to self-evaluation. Psychologically, this is dangerous. Your value becomes tied to someone else's behavior. And chasing begins. Another factor is emotional familiarity. If emotional distance feels familiar, it feels safe. Many people grow up associating love with inconsistency, unpredictability, or emotional absence. The nervous system learns that this is normal. So when you meet someone emotionally unavailable, it feels recognizable. Not comfortable, but familiar. And familiarity is often mistaken for attraction. Healthy interest can feel boring to an unregulated nervous system. Distance feels exciting because it activates old patterns. Ego also plays a role. Chasing someone who doesn't care can feel like a challenge. Not consciously, but psychologically. The brain interprets emotional unavailability as a problem to solve. Winning attention becomes a goal. And goals release dopamine. The pursuit feels rewarding even when the outcome is painful. This is why people stay stuck far longer than they should. They are chasing the feeling of winning, not the person. Another reason chasing happens is fear of finality. Letting go means accepting reality. And reality can hurt. As long as you chase, hope exists. Hope delays pain. The brain prefers prolonged discomfort over immediate loss. So it keeps you attached. Chasing becomes a way to avoid emotional closure. Psychology also shows that people confuse intensity with depth. Distance creates intensity. Consistency creates stability. Intensity feels strong. Stability feels calm. Many people mistake intensity for meaning. But intensity is not connection. It is emotional stimulation. And stimulation is addictive. The most important truth is this. People who don't care do not suddenly care because you chase harder. Chasing signals availability, not value. It shifts power away from you. Emotionally secure people do not chase indifference. They notice it. They register it. And they disengage. Not out of pride, but out of self-respect. The moment you stop chasing, something important happens. The emotional loop breaks. Your nervous system calms. Clarity returns. You stop projecting meaning onto absence. You stop interpreting silence as depth. and you regain your internal authority. This does not mean becoming cold. It means recognizing signals early. Interest is consistent. Care is visible. Effort is mutual. Anything else is emotional noise. If someone doesn't care, the healthiest response is not to convince them. It is to withdraw attention. Attention is emotional currency. Where you place it shapes your experience. Chasing indifference teaches the brain to crave rejection. Choosing distance teaches the brain to respect itself. Psychology does not say stop caring. It says stop investing where there is no return. Desire grows in reciprocity. Attachment grows in safety. And peace grows when you stop chasing what was never meant to stay. If you want stronger connections, start here. Do not chase attention. Observe behavior. Do not chase affection. Watch consistency. Do not chase validation. Protect your self-worth. The moment you stop chasing people who don't care, you make room for those who do. That is the psychology behind chasing emotional unavailability.